Here's some quick basics on footnotes and bibliographies using Zotero. Here on this page, I've got a selection from The Pastor's Book by R. Kent Hughes, and then a selection out of the beginning of one of the chapters to Footnotes, beginning Biblical Hebrew. So what you'll do is you'll click where you have the end of your whatever you're citing, and then instead of going to insert, the insert menu up at the top there, you'll go here to Zotero, click on Add Edit Citation. It's going to ask you here in this little window that pops up from Zotero what citation style. You'll click on Midwestern Baptist Theological Seminary, click OK, and then you're going to find the Pastor's Book. Sometimes it doesn't like to find it, so I've got to type in Hughes, and it finds the Pastor's Book, a comprehensive and practical guide to pastoral ministry. Which, by the way, if you're going in to be a pastor, it's an amazing and incredible book, and you should buy it. The physical copy, not just the Logos edition. I have both. And then you hit enter, it brings up that. You hit enter again, and it pops down your citation. Here's the two little quirks. There's a few little quirks with it, doing it this way. Number one is the fact that it defaults the footnote text size to 10, when the style guide requires it to be 12. So you'll obviously select all, go to home, you can change it to 12, or if you know the keystrokes, you can use the keystroke. It's Command right bracket on a Mac. I'm not sure what it is on a Windows. Then something that I just learned and realized that I've been doing wrong for a semester is that I thought the second line had to be hanging indent like that, when I realized that is not for footnotes. For footnotes, it is that first line that needs to be tabbed out once on footnotes. So, and that's the second quirk. And the third is it doesn't bring over the page number. So you have to manually select the period at the end, change it to a comma, and then figure out your page number, which is page on the Pastor's Book 378, period. And you have your footnote. It's a little bit of work, but it defaults it into the Midwestern style. And then the same thing here with Footnotes, beginning Biblical Hebrew. Click on Zotero, add edit citation, Footnote, or Footnote, I spelled it wrong. Footnote 2003, hit enter. It does that again. Select home 12. Enter, makes it the right size. Manually select. I have a hard time getting just what I want with the mouse, so I do it using shift over, change the comma, and then you look at the book in Logos. Here it says page 18. I have the physical book. It's just sometimes easier for example purposes to do it for that. Whoops, I did not mean to delete that. 18, enter, and then tab out the line, so it's got that line like that. So footnotes. And then with the bibliography, you're always going to put it on the next page. Bibliography. I believe that has to be underlined, centered. So you go to your next line. Okay. Then what you do is you go back to Zotero and add edit bibliography. You click on that, and Zotero does its magic to automatically fill that in the way it's supposed to be. It's got the hanging indent like it's supposed to be for subsequent lines and everything like that for your bibliography. I'd have to look in the style guide. I can't remember if you need to have the space in between the entries. I believe you do. But just, it's very small things, but it saves a lot of, you don't have to individually go back and check to make sure each and every single one has everything in the right order, the commas in the right place. There's less to correct in doing it this way than there is to doing it off the one in Logos Bible software and then switching it to the Midwestern style guide. One thing to note is that you need to know the author and or the exact title of the book. So if you're doing this from a commentary, you'll need to know, because I know the New International Commentaries and the New and the Old Testament along with other commentaries, but the titles of their books aren't the New International Commentary on the New Testament, Titus. It's like the letters to Timothy and Titus. And there might be multiple books with very similar names. So you have to, when searching for it that way, you have to be careful with that when doing the Zotero method to find for adding a citation. So that's just something to be careful with on that. Also, if you need to have multiple entries of the same thing, if you have I don't know, you have some entry and you need to go again to Hughes, the pastor's book, okay, and you hit enter. It sometimes gives, if they're not consecutive, when you can't use IBID. And IBID, if you need to use an IBID footnote, you have to do that one manually. You go to the insert menu, click on footnote, insert a footnote, type in IBID period, comma, then the page number. When doing a multiple entry, if you're going to have four different citations, and the first and fourth one are from the same book, the best way to do it is to go and copy the first footnote, insert a footnote, paste the new one in, and then just change the page number, whatever that might be. So that's it for the basics on footnotes and bibliographies. If you have any other questions, let me know. I'm just a novice at this, and a lot of this is I've been learning as I've been going in the past couple of months. Hope you have a great day.